my food stamps went from $4,400 in food stamps every month to $38. What am I supposed to get with $38 with 6 kids? How the hell am I supposed to support my kids on $38 in food stamps? Not to mention our disability checks on hold. Our Section 8, my rent isn't getting paid tomorrow. So I have to come up with $1,100. Okay? I am allergic to work. I can't work. I refuse to work. The whole reason I had kids was the amount of government benefits that you get for one child. And now, with the dependent age being 7 and younger, none of my kids are dependents now. None of them, because they're all older than 7. So how am I supposed to live? How do I feed my kids on $38?
I'm fucking pissed the fuck off. They cut my motherfucking food stamps to $85 fucking dollars from $738. How the fuck that's supposed to support a household of 3? For a job that barely even support my basic needs now. Like, inflation is high and the bitch, groceries is high as shit. Oh, I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, I'm mad as shit because how the fuck am I supposed to survive off that shit? So when y'all see me in the motherfucking store stealing stuff and that shit in my motherfucking bag, nicely act like you don't see shit and mind your motherfucking business, because this shit is going in my motherfucking bag.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And just so people didn't think I was being a race baiter, I showed a white woman that sounded like she was from Chicago talking about, I'm allergic to work. No, clearly you're not allergic to anything, especially food. These are just people allergic to being responsible adults. And they're mad at Trump because Trump, he basically putting them out there to dry, because you've been using this shit as a lifestyle and not assistance. Now, everybody knows social welfare programs are supposed to be a cane, not a crutch. But some people, they get comfortable. As you've seen, the white lady said that the reason she had the kids was because the state gave her benefits. We've been saying this. When I say we, I mean people that are responsible adults, black manosphere, the white manosphere, hell, people just that don't like leech ass, broke, worthless people in society have been saying this. Tommy Sotomayor used to say that before he was kicked off of YouTube. He actually said that women intentionally get pregnant because the Democrats incentivize like having children. The more children you get the SNAP benefits, you get TANF checks, aka welfare checks. I think in some states it's like $500 per kid. So you do the math. If you got 5 kids, that's $2,500 right there. Half the battle's won. Not to mention another $1,000 in food stamps, and let's say you sell half of them. So you out here with $3,000, you ain't did shit. You ain't packed a box, filed a form at an office. You ain't did nothing but open your funky ass legs and lay on your back. And I'm actually against the welfare system. I got family members that's on it. They know how I feel. When I say I'm against it, I believe if you're an able-bodied woman, you should only get food stamps for 2 years. Because I'm a firm believer. I'm a traditionalist. I believe if you have kids, you should have been married. Now, I know sometimes marriages don't work out and you left holding the bag because he was the one that worked. So then there's like provisions that you get food stamps longer than 2 years. But if you're a single woman, we gave you food stamps the first 2 children. After 2 years, if you got another child, you get discontinued because, right, this is a pattern of behavior that this is like what you do. You lay on your back and you fall for the game. And I think that the old paradigm of women falling for like men's game from like the 80s and 90s. It perplexes me how they say that women mature. You'll get into an argument with women and they'll say women mature faster than men. Clearly it's not mentally, because ain't no nigga ever in the history got a nigga done been tricked out of some dick. But many of women get tricked out of pussy, not once, not twice, not thrice, but multiple times. And you knew this nigga Jamarquavius was broke. So it's like the fact that you had a kid or plural kids, and especially when you're a woman that have multiple kids by multiple men. That's one thing. If you have multiple kids by the same man, I'll allow it. But having multiple kids by different men, I know a woman, literally, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. And this is not my sister, but I know a woman that has more than 6 kids. I think she has 8 of them. And she has 8 kids, and I think she has 7 different baby daddies. It's like every nigga you met was letting you, or like you was letting bust nuts in you. Like, where the fuck they do that stupidness at? You know what I'm saying? I get the first nigga, even the second nigga, but like 8, that's a pattern of mismanaging the pussy. We just gonna call it what it is out here. Come on now, we can't be falling for the malarkey. So yeah, and I also believe that if you are an elderly person, you should get food stamps, right? I believe it's only 3 people that should get food stamps indefinitely, and that's people that are veterans, elderly people, people with disabilities, and women that once were married. I like I said, I'll allow it. But if you like if you ain't never been married and you just cranking kids out, nah, we gotta give you a time frame. That way you can get enrolled in somebody's college, take somebody classes, and learn something. Like, bitch, go weld. I don't know, learn a trade. But sitting back, just laying on your back, now we gotta slow that shit up, because it allows people to abuse the system. And then you have people like this by her own admission, she's self-entitled. She literally said, the first woman said, how was she gonna pay $4,400 in rent? Ma'am, if you had a skill, you went to college, got a degree, or if you even like was married and you got child support, you probably could like keep up with the rent. But the fact that like you got none of that, it's like, this shit's getting egregious out here. And the other woman talking about she gonna go in the store and steal, and people better not say nothing. Yes, and there's something called the judicial system, and they gonna profiteer off your ass when you could have just, I don't know, kept your legs close. I don't know why, but it seems like in America, I don't know about the world, but in America, it just seems like people just have no discipline. They expect, and they're entitled. They feel like they can mismanage the pussy, and then people are supposed to foot the bill. The only reason I'm saying some shit about the shit because I pay taxes. Now, I don't mind paying taxes to help the homeless. I got a problem with helping people that are able-bodied, that literally, before they were pregnant, you tell them you should do XYZ, and they haul off and tell you, you ain't my daddy. Hey, I know what I need to do. Okay, those be the same people. This shit happens, then they want to say, who's gonna help feed my kids or take care of us? You was Miss Responsibility, Miss I got this, Miss Grown, Miss. You don't need nobody to tell you what to do. You don't. So you handle that. Handle your candle. Cause I'm in Atlanta, and the taxes that they charging me is egregious. I just filed taxes back. I got $9 fucking in federal taxes. And meanwhile, motherfuckers have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids. They getting $12,000. I had a nigga at my job tell me, a Mexican tell me, Migo, you'll need to have some kids. You'll get mucho money back. I don't want mucho money back. How about I just fucking keep the most of the money I get every month? How about that shit? That way I can do more shit. They taking an egregiously large cut of my check before I even cash it. Yeah, how about you just slow that down? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at potholes that's been in the fucking ground around by my house for 12 years. Fix that motherfucker instead of giving this bitch all this damn money. They keep cranking out natural disasters because they ain't gonna do shit. But you know what? I'm not even gonna say all that. It'll be in the next video. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.
No.